After asking Aam Aadmi Party legislator Somnath Bharti to surrender in the domestic abuse case against him, Arvind Kejriwal has left the former Law Minister to fend for himself in the infamous Khirki extension case as well. In a sudden change of stance towards Bharti, Kejriwal government has given the sanction to prosecute him in the Khirki extension raid case. In January last year, remember, Kejriwal had openly supported Somnath Bharti and even sat on a dharna to demand the suspension of police officers involved in the incident. This development only compounds trouble for Somnath Bharti, who's moved the Supreme Court after the High Court rejected his anticipatory bail plea application in the domestic violence case filed against him by his wife Lipika. Even the Delhi cops have launched a massive manhunt for the Malviya Nagar legislator. We've got Ankit Tyagi joining us on this story with all the latest. Ankit, what we are showing right now on our screens are two pictures. On the right-hand side is Somnath Bharti version 1.0. These are pictures from early January 2014. Cut to pictures now that we see on the left-hand side where almost Mr. Somnath Bharti appears down and out, where he's suffering on a personal front. He's been accused on a personal front rather, as well as with very little support from his political outfit.
Yes, or rather almost negligible support now from the political outfit. They have decided they want to distance themselves from Somnath Bharti. He is proving to be an embarrassment, and nobody else but Arvind Kejriwal himself has, written that about Somnath Bharti. But one thing is very clear that Somnath Bharti, of course, the police has also tightened the screws. The police authorities had said that they are also looking at people, those who are in fact trying to support Somnath Bharti in any way. And now Arvind Kejriwal does not want this trouble to mount, where the police comes and embarrasses them by arresting some certain other leaders for trying to harbour Somnath Bharti. So a clear message has been sent that Somnath Bharti, this is his personal matter. The party cannot get involved. There is no way that
they can defend Ankit, him. Then a follow-up question, because one can understand that the Aam Aadmi Party had taken this position yesterday that it was a personal matter and the party will not stand in defence of Somnath Bharti. They have always maintained that this is his personal matter, and now they say that if he's evading arrest, then in that case he's embarrassing the party. But what about the party's own U-turn on the issue of this Khirki extension raid? Because ironically, back then you had Arvind Kejriwal almost leading a crusade against Delhi police on this particular incident, even sitting on a dharna all night in Lutyens, Delhi. What has happened? What has changed that now his party's position is completely different?
See, there are two aspects to it. One, Delhi government is the authority that has to appoint the prosecuting lawyers. So it is a procedural matter. The matter is in the court. So it is a responsibility of Delhi government to appoint a lawyer when it comes to the court. So A, they have done that. B, as of now, they can't be seen even appearing to be somehow being sympathetic towards Somnath Bharti. That is something that the party cannot afford. They fought on the plank of women's security and dignity for women. And if Arvind Kejriwal even remotely would have been seen trying to somehow shield Somnath Bharti when it comes to cases against women, this would have been detrimental for the party. So that is what the new change as far as the strategy of the party is concerned.
Okay. Ankit Tyagi, many thanks for joining us. We have Anusha also joining us with all the latest. Anusha, there are two aspects to this story. Number one is political, where he stands isolated. His own party has dumped him. The other is legal, because he says that he's going to move the Supreme Court. He wants some relief from the Supreme Court. On the other hand, his party as well as the police are actually looking out for him. The party says we've got nothing to do. He must surrender if the law demands so. And the police has actually launched a manhunt.
Absolutely correct. Actually, if you look at it from one perspective, it's the legal fallout that has costed Somnath Bharti some heavy, political cost that has come. And as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, all of us today were, most of the journalists and other people also concerned in the matter, were waiting at the Chief Justice Court this morning, waiting for Somnath Bharti's lawyer to appear before the Chief Justice and mention the matter. However, the campaign at the Chief Justice Court is over, and the latest update is there has been no mentioning so far. Somnath Bharti, which means has not come forward and told the court, please hear my matter. The papers have been filed before the registry, but the listing is subject to this mentioning before the Chief Justice Court. That has not happened so far. we are expecting something to happen at 2 p.m. because as I was, pointing out earlier, that the courts would be closed for the long weekend and Somnath Bharti must move to court right now. Also, one very important aspect, this conduct of Somnath Bharti, where he is absconding, also the remarks and the observations of the Delhi High Court in which it said that he is not cooperating in the mediation and the interrogations are two very crucial factors that the Supreme Court will look into as far as giving him any sort of relief is concerned.
Anusha Soni as well as Ankit Tyagi, many thanks for joining us on this story.